I just discovered a Faceless channel that has pulled in nearly 200 million views by posting shorts that literally took only a few minutes to make. Then there's another channel that has gained over 100 million views, and yet another one that hit almost 500 million views posting the exact same kind of videos. And it doesn't stop there, because these videos are blowing up all over TikTok as well. Just take a look at this creator right here who's already gained over 100,000 followers and has rad and millions of views on every single upload. Now, the niche that all of these channels are using is called the fake text niche. And trust me, it's way bigger than you think. Because here's the thing, all of these creators are using the same exact method, a method that helped them build channels where every video is fully automated. And the results are really impressive. Now, some of you out there might think that this niche is oversaturated or not monetizable, but that's not the case at all. Tons of channels have been posting these videos for months now, and many of them have monetization enabled. And here's the catch. Because most people think this niche is too saturated or too hard to create, this is actually the perfect moment to jump in. That's why in this video, I'll show you the entire process of automating your channel using only AI tools, so that by the end, you'll have everything you need to run a faceless YouTube channel like a pro. And to make everything easier for you, I will split this video into 2 parts. In part 1, I'll show you how to create these viral fake text videos using powerful AI tools that anyone can use, even with zero experience. And in part 2, I'll show you how to create videos that are even better than the original ones out there, all by using completely free AI tools, so you won't have to spend a single penny. So now that we have the entire plan ready, let's move on to the first part of the video, which takes us to the first step, which is creating a perfectly branded channel. Now, to start off, we'll be using ChatGPT. So once you are in, start by telling it that it is a YouTube branding expert. Then ask it to create 10 unique YouTube channel name ideas for a channel in the fake text niche. Below that, I've added a few important direction prompts, so make sure to use the exact prompt I'm using right here. You can also find all the prompts I'll be using in this video inside my free Telegram channel linked below. Now, once you use this exact prompt, you'll see that ChatGPT will generate a list of 10 channel name ideas, specifically made for a channel in the fake text niche, and all of them are completely unique. So now that you have your list of channel name ideas, let's move on to creating a fully SEO optimized description. To do that, in the same ChatGPT session, start by telling it that it's an expert YouTube SEO copywriter. Then ask it to create a natural and SEO optimized channel description. Now, since ChatGPT doesn't know which name you've chosen, simply go through the list, copy the one you like most, and paste it into the name section of the prompt so it knows which channel name you're working with. Below that, I've added a few key details that it needs to follow to make the description both optimized and human sounding. So just like before, make sure to use the exact prompt I'm using to get the best results. And once you run this prompt, ChatGPT will generate a fully optimized channel description specifically made for the name you have chosen, and it'll sound natural with small hooks that make a big difference. So now that you've created your channel name and description, head over to YouTube Studio and set up your channel using everything you've prepared so far. So first, enter your channel name, then create a unique channel handle, and finally, paste the description that you have just generated. And that's pretty much it. Now, if we scroll up, you'll notice we're still missing a channel logo. So let me show you how to create one that really stands out. To start off, open the same ChatGPT session you used earlier and start by telling it that it's a professional brand designer and prompt engineer. Then ask it to create a highly detailed image prompt that will be used in an AI image generator. Once that's done, copy your channel name from the section above and then paste it into the name section of the prompt so that it knows your channel's name. Below that, I've included detailed instruction prompts that guide how the logo should look. These help ChatGPT create a prompt that delivers a professional, well-designed result and not just a generic or robotic logo idea. And once you use this exact prompt, ChatGPT will generate a detailed text-to-image prompt specifically tailored for your channel, which you can directly use in an AI image generator to create your logo. Now, to create the logo, we'll be using a tool called Leonardo AI. So go ahead and open it. To start off, click on the image model settings at the top and make sure to select the ideogram model since it works really well for creating professional look logos. Next, set the aspect ratio to 1:1 as that's the standard logo format. Then, if you're using Leonardo for free, simply copy the rest of the settings I'm using right here. Once everything is set up, head over into the ChatGPT session where you created the logo prompt and copy it from there. Next, head back into Leonardo. Then paste the prompt into the prompt section and finally click on the generate button to initiate the generation process. Now the generation process will be really fast. Basically, it should take around 15 seconds, and once it's done just like that, we have created a logo made specifically for our channel. As you can see, it's high quality, includes our channel name, looks clean, and reflects details from our niche, making it perfectly branded. So now that the logo is ready, simply download it by clicking the download button on the right side. And once that's done, head back into the YouTube studio here. Simply upload the logo you just created, then you can adjust it if needed. But in my case, everything looks perfect, so I'll just click on the done button to save it. And that's pretty much it. So now that everything is ready and your channel is fully set up, don't forget to click on the publish button at the top to save your changes. And with that done, your channel is finally ready to go. So now that you've created a perfectly branded channel, it's time to move on to the next step, script creation, which is one of the most important steps in the entire process. And here's why. If your script is bad, no matter how good your video looks, your video will simply flop. That's why now I'll show you a method to create a script that's proven to work. So watch closely. To start off, open a new ChatGPT session and start by telling it that it is an elite short story creator who specializes in viral fake chat message stories. Next, instruct it to create 5 explosive story prompts designed to instantly grab attention, each with a jaw-dropping plot twist. Now, below that, I've included a list of detailed instructions, which are the key to creating a script with viral potential. So make sure to either pause the video and copy the prompt from here, or grab it from my Telegram channel linked below. And once you've entered this exact prompt, simply click on the generate button below, and in just a few seconds, ChatGPT will provide you with a list of 5 story prompts. And each one is designed to create an engaging story with a plot twist that helps the video perform well. Now, you might be wondering why we're creating story prompts instead of the full script. Well, that's because I found a tool that can turn these prompts directly into videos in just a couple of minutes. The tool that I'm talking about is called Short AI, so go ahead and open it. Once you're in, you'll notice that Short.ai offers multiple options right on the main dashboard, everything from AI story generator to dialogue generator. But for our purpose, the feature we'll use is the fake text, so go ahead and open it. Now, as you can see, this is a full editor where you can create a video from start to finish. Here, you can either paste your own script or let the AI write one for you. If you want to do it manually, just add your lines one by one and arrange them as scenes. But for now, I'll skip the manual part and show you the faster method. Click on the AI script button. It can generate a full short script just from a single prompt. Super useful for story or fact-based channels. Head over to ChatGPT and copy the one you like most. Once copied, go back to Short.ai and paste it inside the script generator box. Now hit the generate button, and within a few seconds, the AI will automatically write a full short script for you, complete with scene breakdowns. As you can see, the generated script appears on the right, and the preview shows exactly how it'll look in the final video. Everything is already divided into sections. Perfect for fast editing. Now simply click on that logo on the top to add your own logo. Now your logo is ready, and now set your name for the video. That's it. Next, move to the background section. This is where you can add visuals behind your story. You'll find multiple trending clips right inside Short.ai. For viral videos, I'll choose a Minecraft gameplay background. It's currently performing really well across Shorts and TikTok. Once your background is done, click the next button to go to the style section. Here you can choose different layout. Personally, I'll use the WhatsApp layout since it fits best for YouTube Shorts. Now that our story is ready, let's move to the voice, and here we choose 2 voices, one for left character and second for right character. And Shorts AI gives you variety of built-in AI voices, male, female, or even emotional tones. Now, for the left character, I'll select the Britney voice since it gives that confident, viral tone. And for the right character, I'll select the Leo voice. You can also change the speed or other stuff, but I'll skip that for now. Now everything is set, so click Generate Video, and Short AI starts generating our video. This process usually takes about a minute. After that, you'll get a download button below. Just click it, and your full AI-generated short will be ready. And that's it. You've just created a complete AI short video using Short.ai, from script to visuals to voiceover, all within a few minutes. Now let's see how it turned out.
I can't believe I'm still doing this every night, texting you just so I can feel close again.
Leah, you need a peninsular amigo. It's not healthy to keep reaching out like this.
But you were the love of my life. How can I just move on?
Meghna, sometimes moving online is the only way to keep the love alive. And don't forget me, but don't hold on to my memory too tightly, Ali.
Tonight was different, though. I actually saw typing before you stopped responding.
How I'm trying to tell the queue something important ki listen to me, Leah. Don't believe everything they said. It's not over, not in the way they want you.
What do you mean? Who are they?
The people at that accident scene. They don't know the truth. I can still be here for you. Trust me.
Is this really you? Am I losing my mind?
Yo, you're not crazy, Leah. It's me. But you need to fight for us. Like, don't forget who we are, Corey.
I don't know how to stop missing you.
Start by believing in what you had. It's not gone. It's different now. You can feel me with you.
I want to believe that. But how do I keep going without you?
Live for the both of us. That's how you honor our love. Remember the good times, Leah.
As you can see, the video turned out really good. The script is engaging, the plot twist lands perfectly, and the overall quality looks solid. So now that we've created a video with strong viral potential, let me show you how to upload it correctly on YouTube. So watch closely. To start off, head over into the YouTube studio and upload the video you've just created. Once that's done, head back into the Chat GPT session where you have created your story prompts. Here, start by telling it that you've created a YouTube video in the fake text niche. Then go through the list of video ideas above and copy the title of the one that you have used for your story earlier. Next, paste that title into the video title section of the prompt, so Chat GPT knows exactly which story you're referring to. After that, tell it that its task is to create a list of 5 viral, higher-forming hashtags based on current trending topics. Below that, I've added a few detailed instructions on how the hashtag should be generated. So, as always, make sure to copy the exact prompt I'm using here for the best possible results. And once you run this prompt, ChatGPT will generate a list of 5 SEO-optimized hashtags specifically tailored for your video. And all of them are based on live trending results in 2025. So, now that you have the tags ready, start by scrolling up and copying the exact video title of the story you used earlier. Next, head back into the YouTube studio and paste that title into the title section right here. Then go back into the same Chat GPT session. Then copy the full list of hashtags you just generated and return to YouTube Studio once again. Here, simply paste the hashtags right next to your video title. And with that done, your video is almost ready to go live. Now scroll down a bit and in the Made for Kids section, make sure to set the answer as no. Then scroll down a little further and in the Altered Content section, also set the answer as no. Once that's done, if we head over into the video check section here, you'll see that our video doesn't contain any copyright material and is fully eligible for monetization. Finally, to publish the video, go into the visibility section, then set the video to public, and then click on the publish button below. And just like that, your video is now live and ready to gain traction. So, now that I've shown you the entire process of creating a video using a tool that automates everything for you, we're ready to move on to the second part of this video where I'll show you how to create a video in the same niche, but this time using tools that are completely free, so watch closely. To start off, open a new ChatGPT session and enter the same prompt we used earlier to create a list of story prompts. It's basically the exact same prompt as before, so if you've already saved it, make sure to use it here to generate a new list of stories for your next video. And once you run this prompt, just like before, ChatGPT will provide you with a list of video titles and story prompts specifically made for videos in the text niche. But as you can see, this new list includes different story ideas than before, which is perfect since we don't want to repeat any of the previous ones. So now that we have a list of video ideas that we can use, this time we'll need to create a full script since we're doing everything manually. To do that, in the same Chat GPT session, start by telling it that based on the list of story titles and prompts above, you've selected a specific story. Then go through the list and find the one you like the most. In my case, I'll choose this one right here. Copy the title of that story and paste it into the title section of the prompt below, so ChatGPT knows exactly which story you've selected. Next, tell it that you wanted to create a full fake text message script for that story, specifically made for a YouTube Shorts video in the fake text niche. Below that, I've also included a few key instructions that are really important. So make sure to use the exact full prompt I'm using here for the best results. Once you run this prompt, ChatGPT will generate a complete video script based on the story you selected. And as you can see, the story is neatly separated into sections, showing which messages belong to which side. Exactly what we need. Plus, the story itself comes out really well. It feels natural, engaging, and includes a crazy plot twist, which is perfect. So now that you've created a full text message script in the same ChatGPT session, tell it to take the fake text message script above and remove all the character labels, basically the left and right tags. Then tell it to output only the clean text messages, one per line, in the exact same order without adding any extra explanations or comments. Once you run this prompt, ChatGPT will generate a clean version of your script with no labels or extra text, just the dialogue itself. This step is really important because it prepares the script for the voiceover creation process. So now copy the entire clean script and then head over into a tool called 11 Lab. As you can see, this tool offers multiple useful features like text-to-speech, dubbing, voice cloning, and many more. And honestly, it's one of the best on the market right now, but the feature we'll be using is the text-to-speech feature. So click on the Studio button, and here click on Create Blank Project button, then click on Audio Project. Once you're in, as you can see, this is basically a fully built-in voice creation tool. And it literally has some of the most advanced features compared to other tools out there. So now, to start off, first paste the video script into the script section right here. Once that's done, make sure there are no gaps between any of the lines. And in my case, everything looks good to go. Now watch closely. Since our first message here is sent by a male character, we need to set a male voice for it. To do that, click on the voice button on the left side. And as you can see, the voices section will open up. Now, since our character is a male, choose a male voice from here. You can choose any voice you like, but in my case, I'll use the Antoni voice since I really like how it sounds. Once you've selected a voice, simply click on it, and that voice will be set for the first line in the script. Next, our second message is sent by a female character. So, same as before, click on the voice button on the left, and the voice section will open up. Now, since this one is a female voice, again, you can choose any voice you like, but in my case, I choose Jessica voice. Once everything is set, simply click on it again. And as you can see, our second line is now set with the Jessica, which is exactly what we need. So now that I've shown you how to customize the voices for each line in the script, you'll need to do the same for the rest until you reach the last line. Basically, select the same male voice for all messages sent by the male character, and the same female voice for all messages sent by the female character. This step is super easy, so just follow the same process I'm showing here and you'll be good to go. Here, now that everything is set, simply click the Generate button. And that's it. So now, let's check out how the voiceover came out.
Hey babe, can I order pizza from your phone? Mine's dead.
Sure, it's under Pizza Guy.
Found it. Wait, why does he text you every night?
As you can see, the voiceover came out great. It's high quality, includes both voices we selected, and overall it's really solid. So now that we have a voiceover ready, let me show you how to create the actual messages in the Message app, completely free, so watch closely. For this step, we'll use a website called iFakeTextMessage, which is basically a full chat builder that lets you customize everything. Now, to start off, first add 5 blank message fields by clicking on the Add Text Message button right here. And we're adding only 5 messages per chat because if we add more, the chat image will become too large. So make sure to stick to 5 messages only. Once that's done, start by entering the contact name right here, which in my case, it's Lena. Next, head back into the ChatGPT session, where you have created the script and copy the first text message from there. Then return to the chat builder and paste it into the first message slot. And since the first message is sent by us, I'll click the blue message button right here to set it as a sent message. Once that's done, go back to the same chat GPT session and copy the second text message. Then return to the chat builder and paste it into the second message slot. And since this message is sent to us, we'll leave it as it is. Next, copy the third message from chat GPT. Then head back into the chat builder and paste it into the third message slot. And since this one is sent by us, I'll click on the blue message button to mark it as a sent message. So now that you understand the process, repeat the same steps for the rest of the messages in your script. And once all of the messages are added, it should look similar to what I have here. Now that the messages are ready, first you can adjust the battery percentage, which is useful, and I'll explain why shortly. Then you can also adjust the connection info and explore additional settings here, which I'll cover in a moment. Basically, for now, you only need the first 5 messages along with the starting battery percentage and the starting time, which will initially be set automatically for you. Once everything is set, click on the Create Image button to generate the chat image, and then click on the Download Image button to save it. And with that done, you're ready for the next step. Now, in the next step, you'll need to create another blank text message, which we'll use for the next set of messages. Same as before, start by adding 5 message slots right here. Once that's done, enter the same contact name you used earlier. In my case, that's Lena. Next, go back to the same chat GPT session, and this time, copy the 6th message from your script. Then return to the text builder and paste it into the first message slot. Since this message is sent by us in the script, I'll click on the blue message button to set it as sent. Now, you already get the point, so just continue entering the rest of the messages the same way I did here. Once everything is filled out, open the settings section below and set the time 1 minute forward to create that realistic real-time texting effect. Next, open the battery settings above and lower the battery by 1% so that it looks like the battery is draining as the conversation goes on. Once everything is fully set, click on the Create Image button again to generate the image and then download it just like before. Repeat this exact process until you've used up all of the text messages in your script. In my case, I ended up with a total of 4 images, and once you've done that, you'll be ready for the next step. In this step, I'll show you how to get a viral gameplay video that everyone is using right now. And since we're doing everything completely for free, I found this website that offers a free high-quality gameplay video, and I'll leave the link in the description below. Once you're on the site, go to the payment section and simply enter 0. That's basically how much you want to pay. Then click on the Get Now button. Next, in this section right here, just enter your email address and set a display name. Once that's done, click on the button below. And as easy as that, your video will be ready. To download the gameplay video, click on the View Content button, then click on the Download button at the top. And just like that, the video will be downloaded. With that done, you're now ready to edit the final video. Now, to edit the video, we'll be using CapCut. So go ahead and open it. Once you're in, start by importing everything you've created so far. Basically, the voiceover, the text message images, and the gameplay video. Once that's done, start by dragging the voiceover down into the editing timeline, and then watch closely. Now, as you can see, the voiceover has these small gaps between each line, which are basically short pauses in the audio, which we don't need. So now simply place the editing bar right where the gap starts and then use the cut tool to split it. After that, drag the rest of the voice over to the left, and just like that, the gap will be removed. Now, using the same exact method, go through the entire audio and cut out all the big gaps, and you can leave the tiny ones since they're natural and don't really affect the flow. And once that's done, you'll have a cleaner, smoother voiceover ready for your video. So now that you've removed all of the gaps from the voiceover, zoom out the timeline and make sure to select the entire voiceover. Then simply right-click on any part of it and then click on Create Compound Clip. This will merge all the voiceover parts into one clean audio section. Once that's done, move the voiceover slightly forward so that it starts about half a second later than the actual video. And I'll explain why we're doing that in just a moment. Now start by dragging the first image of the message chat down into the timeline. These are basically the first 5 messages from your script. Then extend the image so that it covers about half of the voiceover length. Next, place the editing bar at the beginning of the image and open the mask settings on the right side here. Click on the Add Mask button, and in the options below, make sure to select the split mask. Then, drag the mask upward so that the image is completely hidden at first. Once that's done, click the keyframe button, which you can find on the right side, which will add your first keyframe at the start of the image. Now, move the editing bar right to where the voiceover begins, and using the mask, drag it down slowly until the first message is fully revealed. And once that's done, you will notice another keyframe gets added automatically. Now, if we play the video, you'll see that the image smoothly slides down, revealing only the first message, creating that realistic text animation effect that we want. Now, to continue the animation, place the editing bar right where the first message ends in the voiceover, and then click on the keyframe button again on the right. Next, move the editing bar to the point where the next message begins in the voiceover, and simply drag the mask down until the second message is revealed. Now, if we play the video, you'll see that the animation smoothly transitions from the first message to the second one, which is exactly what we want. Once that's done, set the editing bar right where the second message ends in the voiceover, and then add another keyframe in the same way. Next, move the bar to where the third message starts, and again slide the mask down until the third message appears, and with that done, the animation will be complete. So now that you know how to use the split mask to create this sliding message animation, repeat the same steps for all 5 messages in the first image. And once you've done that, it should look something similar to what I have created right here. So now that the first image is fully animated, you need to find the exact point in the voice over where the 5th message from this image ends, and then make a cut right there, which will leave you with only the first section of the image. Once that's done, drag the second image, which includes the next 5 messages in the script, right next to the first one in the timeline. Then same as before, extend it so that it covers a good portion of the voiceover. Next, apply a split mask to the second image using the menu on the right. Then drag the mask upward until only the part of the image showing the contact name is visible. After that, click on the keyframe button to add your first keyframe at the beginning. beginning. Now move the bar to around the middle of the first part of the message in the voiceover and slide the mask down until the first message is revealed. Now, if we play the video, you'll see that the animation continues seamlessly into the second image, revealing the next message naturally. Once that's done, move the bar to where the first message ends in the voiceover and add another keyframe. Then, move it to where the next line begins and drag the mask down again until the second message is visible. And just like that, the animation for the second image is finally complete. So now that you know how to animate the text messages, go ahead and apply the same process to all of your messages using all of the images that you have created. And to save some time here, as you can see, I've already animated all the messages, and it only took me a few minutes to finish everything. So now that you've animated all of the messages, you might notice that the last image overlaps with the voiceover. To fix that, simply trim the last image so it matches the length of the voiceover, and that's it. Now let's make all of the animations smoother because this step is super important, so watch closely. First, click on the first image in your timeline. Then press Alt+K on your keyboard. This will open the keyframe editor. Here you'll see all of your keyframes grouped together. What you need to do is select each keyframe and then click on the auto adjust button above, which will smooth out the animation. Now repeat this process for every keyframe you've created. You'll also notice another section below called position. This one also has a set of keyframes. Make sure to auto adjust those one by one as well. Below that there are two more sections, but since they're blank, no need to touch those to avoid confusion. Now that you know how to adjust keyframes, make sure to smooth out each keyframe in every animation. It'll make the overall motion look way more natural and professional. So now that you know the entire process of how to smooth out the animations, make sure to do that for each animation in your video. And just to save some time, I've already done that, and it was super simple to do. Now that all of the keyframes are adjusted, start by selecting all of the images in the timeline. Then right-click on any of them and create a compound clip. Once that's done, go to the settings on the right side and scale the video down to around 85% for the best results. Next, take the gameplay video from the files above and drag it right above the compound clip in the timeline. Once that's done, take the compound clip and move it below the gameplay video so that the gameplay is in the background. Next, make sure to lower the background video volume all the way down to 0 since we don't need the original audio it comes with. Now, using the corners of the video, extend it until it covers the entire template, just like I'm doing right here. And now that everything is set, you can see that we've added a background video and everything looks nice and neat. But as you can see, the background video is overlapping the end of the voiceover. So to fix that, simply cut the video right where the voiceover ends. And that's pretty much it. Now that everything is ready, you can also import any no copyright music track if you want. And this step is completely optional. Once you've imported the track, simply drag it below the voiceover in the timeline. Next, lower the track's volume to around -20 since that's the optimal adjustment. Once that's set, trim the background track at the end so it matches the exact length of the voiceover. Then, in the settings panel on the right side, add a 1-second fade in for a smooth start and a 1-second fade out so it ends cleanly. And with that done, your background music will be finally ready. Now for the final touches. Select all of the assets above the voiceover and then combine them into a compound clip. Once that's done, open the animation menu on the right side and under the In Animations, apply the fade in animation. Then under Out Animations, apply the fade out animation to your video. And with that done, your video is finally ready. And honestly, it wasn't that hard to make. Now to export the video, click on the Export button at the top, which will open the export menu. From here, simply copy the exact same settings I'm using since they're optimized for YouTube Shorts. And once everything is set, click on the Export button below. And just like that, your video will be exported. So now, let's see how it turned out.
Hey babe, can I order pizza from your phone? Mine's dead.
Sure, it's under Pizza Guy.
Found it. Wait, why does he text you every night?
He just confirms my usual order. Chill.
See you again tonight? That's not about pizza.
Jake, stop. It's not what you think.
Who is he? Lena?
Please, don't do this.
I'm texting him right now. Let's see what he says. Hey, it's Lena. Can we meet like usual?
Stop texting. You shouldn't be using this number.
Who the hell are you?
She told me you'd check her phone after the funeral.
What funeral?
Lena didn't make it home that night. I found the crash.
That's not possible. I'm texting her right now.
No, you're not.
Lena, you shouldn't have opened my phone. Jake.
As you can see, the final video looks really interesting and engaging, and it definitely has strong potential to perform well. Now, to upload the video, the steps are the same as before. Simply enter your video title, then add a few SEO optimized tags, and that's pretty much it. I also want to quickly show you that even though the video was created using free tools, it has no copyright issues and is fully eligible for monetization. Now, with that done, simply hit the publish button and watch your channel start taking off. So now that you've seen the entire process, everything is up to you. You can either keep watching others build channels in this niche or start building your own one today. And here's the truth. This niche isn't dying, it's evolving. Fewer people are posting, which means there's more space than ever for someone like you to come in and dominate. And as always, keep pushing, and I'll see you in the next